Well, friends, how you doing? Day 1522. Hope you're doing amazing. Coming a little bit late. Just got back from a friend's poker tournament. Man, I love just how the friendly poker tournaments, just get-togethers. But today I just want to come in and just talk a little bit about mindset. Very simple. At the end of the day, if you want to move your life forward, think about it. End of January, my friends. I literally just walked in the door. End of January. How are your goals coming? How are your habits? How are your choices? Have you made any changes? For probably 90% of the people, the answer is no. And you know what? It's okay. You don't need to feel guilty. You don't need to feel bad. Just understand that you probably are not where you need to be, and or your mindset's not where it needs to be. And so really the question is, when it comes to your goals, actually making changes and moving forward in your life, very simple question. Are you interested in your goals or actually committed to achieving your goals? That's the question. And that's really the mindset. Because if you're interested, guess what? You'll only take action when it's convenient. Or if you only take action if it's something that you feel good about, or feel comfortable with, or something you want to learn, something you like. But if you're committed, you do what it takes. You don't accept excuses. You're like, you know what? I'm committed. I will do whatever it takes. And the thing is, if you're just interested, you'll probably accept any excuse or reason to justify why you're where you're at, or why you're not going to do the action that you need to take. And I'm guilty of it as well, so I'm not calling anybody out. If anything, I'm calling myself out. And again, accepting reasons, excuses, refusing to change, refusing to move forward, those are people who are interested in achieving goals. However, if you're committed, guess what? You find a way. You do whatever it takes. You know, as an entrepreneur, that's really the mindset you need if you want to be successful in business. Like, you just find a way. You just figure it out. You know, what does that look like? It's about learning. You upgrading your knowledge, your skills. You show up every day even if you don't feel like it. Hello, I'm Dave 1522. And there are many days I didn't feel like it, especially when I had COVID. And I think the key thing is it's about finding a way instead of accepting excuses. So my question to you, what's your mindset? Are you accepting excuses all the time? You're like, you know what? I can do it tomorrow. I don't feel like it today. It's okay. You know, it doesn't have to be that great or what have you. Or do you figure a way to make it happen? Do you put the onus on somebody else and say, oh, it's their responsibility? Or do you take responsibility and create the result that you want? And the truth is, you are a success machine. I don't know if you know that. We all were born success machines. Just look at any baby. If they want a food or a toy, they will do whatever it takes to get there. They're like, they don't know, no. They don't understand, no. They don't understand excuses. They're like, oh, I see food I want. I see a toy I want. They'll go over, under, around, whatever obstacles in the way, what do? They figure a way. And you know what? You used to be that baby. You used to be that baby who was committed, and you just went around and you figured it out. But I think nowadays, I think in our society, you don't see a lot of commitment, whether it be marriage, whether it be business, whether it be even a handshake deal. Back in the day, you should be able to do a handshake business deal for millions of dollars or $100,000, and people will be okay with that, and you could trust somebody's word. Nowadays, commitment is not, it's not seen much. And the thing is, commitment is scary because you have to actually let go of all the excuses of why you aren't moving forward. Oh, I'm talking to myself here. Whew. It's about accepting 100% responsibility for your life, for your results, for your outcome of everything. And the truth is, it doesn't look pretty for most of us. Does it? I think 95+% of people, more often than not, we're just interested in whatever goals that we have. But when you commit it, you do whatever it takes. You know, I see people starting business or entrepreneurship, and guess what? They're all gung-ho until it gets too hard. Give up, they stop figuring the way out, they stop being committed, they make up reasons, they have excuses. And so, but here's the thing. Having a business is like having a baby, in a way. I was talking to my friend Jeff earlier today. He says, yeah, work on my baby, or I have my baby. I'm like, oh, congratulations. And we talked. He's like, oh, it's my business babes. Because it's the same thing. They suck the money out of you, they suck the energy out of you. And, whatever, it doesn't matter about the excuses. Like, if they need food, you gotta give them food. If you get the diaper change, you gotta get the diaper change, right? So, at the end of the day, there are no excuses. You're committed if you have a baby, and you are now responsible 100% for this little thing that cannot protect itself, cannot take care of itself, and it's all on you. But at the same time, it can be a phenomenal experience. And just like creating the goals or creating the life of your dreams, guess what? It is hard. It is not easy. It requires lots of effort, lots of change. But I'll tell you what, regardless if you hit your goals, I'll tell you right now, the journey itself, the journey of growth will be worth it. Because I don't know if you've ever hit certain goals, but how happy are you afterwards? At some point, that feeling goes away. But what you're left with is the man or the woman in the mirror that you've grown to be able to create those results. And I'll tell you now, you can thank yourself for that when you go through that journey. Anyways, that's it for tonight, my friends. I figured end of January, I think it's a great time to do a good little pep talk. Let's go! Okay, love you all. I'll see you tomorrow.